So if ISBs on Earth are going to escape from this prison, it will have to be an inside job, so to speak. The inmates will have to figure out how to get themselves out. Various methods of recovering the memory and ability of the ISBs have been developed over the past 10,000 years on Earth, but none have proven to be consistently effective so far. Errol mentioned that the most significant breakthrough was made by Gautama Siddhartha about 2,500 years ago. However, the original teachings and techniques taught by the Buddha have been altered or lost over the millennia since then. The practical techniques of this philosophy were perverted into robotic religious rituals by priests as a self-serving instrument of control or slavery. However, another major advance occurred recently. An acquaintance of the commanding officer of the Domain Expeditionary Force space station is an ISB who had once been an important engineer and officer in the old Empire space fleet. He became an untouchable himself about 10,000 years ago and was sentenced to Earth for leading a mutiny against the oppressive regime of the old Empire. The engineer was trained in advanced scientific improvisation theory thousands of years ago. This man has applied his expertise to helping the Domain solve the apparently unsolvable problem of rescuing the members of the Lost Battalion, as well as the ISBs on Earth. Careful observation and experimental analysis of the mechanics of memory in ISBs by he and his wife, who assisted him, led to the realization that ISBs can recover from amnesia and also regain lost abilities. Together they discovered and developed effective methods that they used to rehabilitate their own memories. They eventually codified their methods so that others can safely be trained to apply them to themselves and others, without detection by the old Empire thought control operators. Their research also revealed that ISBs can occupy and operate more than one body at the same time, a fact that previously was thought to be uniquely limited to officers of the Domain.
A little over 15,000 years ago, in the upper regions of Himalayas, a yogi appeared. Nobody knew where he came from. His antecedents were unknown, but he looked extraordinary. So people gathered, they waited, they thought he's going to perform some miracle, but he did nothing, simply he sat, unmoving. Only 7 people hung on. These 7 people recognized that this is a fantastic miracle because only someone who has transcended the physical nature can simply sit. Then they begged him, "You seem to be knowing or experiencing something that we cannot imagine. Please teach us." Then he gave them some few simple preparatory methods and said, "You prepare yourself, let me see." They went on preparing themselves. Months went into years, years went into decades. 84 years passed. One day, he just looked. These 7 people had become shining receptacles. Humanity was first reminded the simple laws of nature are not permanent restrictions. If you're willing to strive, you can go beyond that. And he not only gave this idea, he gave methods as to how to get there. Because nobody knew his name, he never introduced himself. They called him Adiyogi. Adiyogi means the first yogi.